just said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Lost the fire on second down. Works the middle of the field. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Spins away from the defense. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. looking to throw on first down. Here's the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Fox. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
The Trojans will punt this one away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Odom. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Trojans have a lot of options on second and inches. The give to the single back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Fox. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Jordan. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sparks. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. On target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the run. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Back to pass, it's Fox. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Grabbed the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Clemson has their paws on it they'll send out the offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Fox. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll try the run. At the 20, he's got space. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the 1st down. Not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
Hunt is on its way. Nestles it in at the 35. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it and move on, play the next play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fakes to grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Odom. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Fox. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off play action. Unloads to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Illinois. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Fox. Bringing the heat. Quarterback got it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Gets the back moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Crosses the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Pass the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Odom. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Tigers want to move quickly. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give from the gun. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed near the marker. It's Odom. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans.
Dude, you're just thinking can hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little turning it on. Gets it past the marker. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Fox. Completes the shuffle pass. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll run play action. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering his shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll line up for a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Fox. Here's the pressure. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best.